Greetings, boxing fans. Y'all already know who it is. Y'all already know who it is. Carlos Adames versus Julian Williams. That was a hell of a fight, man. That was one hell of a fight. Carlos Adames, as you can see on the screen, 29 years of age. Julian J. Rock Williams, 33 years old. They both had the same height, damn near the same weight, same reach. So these two dudes equally. But the only difference is Julian J. Rock Williams is what we call a seasoned professional. He came in there showing us a lot of his veteran skills in the fight. Let me say this, man. I scored the fight myself, and many of you may not agree with me, but after the 8th round, I had them both at a draw. Man. I could tell you, I could break it down round by round and which rounds I gave Julian Williams. I gave Julian Williams the 1st, the 3rd, the 5th, and actually the 8th round. I gave Carlos Adames the 2nd, the 4th, the 6th, and the 7th round. And of course, it was a TKO in the 9th round, which he would have got, which would have put him in the lead if that fight wouldn't have stopped. It was a hell of a fight, man. I can't take nothing away from either fighter. Julian J. Rock Williams showed us that he was a damn veteran in this sport, the way how he was absorbing the punishment throughout the rounds. He took a lot of punishment, but a lot of those punches, man, as you can see, he was evading those punches. So a lot of those shots wasn't landing flush. They was not landing flush. So you have to really look at it and see that he was evading the majority of those punches. But Carlos Adames came there to stop. He came there to make a statement. And I think tonight a statement was made at the 160-pound weight class. I mean, Carlos Adames is definitely a force to deal with. Like I said, he started off very strong during this fight. And as the fight went on, you could see where he was kind of emptying out, his gas tank just going forward. You could see whereas Julian J. Rock Williams was teeing off on him and he couldn't really do much because of him just wearing off. And he's actually known for that. He's known to not be that fighter that has the same amount of stamina throughout the duration of the fight. Both of these guys, like I said, they was landing on each other and they both was taking a punishment. But I think that Julian J. Rock was taking more of a punishment, more of a beating throughout the fight. It looked like in the, if I'm not mistaken, the 4th round, I thought Adames was going to stop Julian Williams, but Julian Williams was able to hold on, man. He was able to use some of those veteran tactics, man, and just evade a lot of the punishment and to just hold on, until the bell rang. So, like I said, shouts out to him. My hats off go to him. I mean, he didn't quit, bro. At the end of the day, he didn't just quit. He did everything he could do to win the fight. And I still think that he has a lot of fight in him. The thing that most people want me to discuss is the controversial stoppage in the 9th round. Do I think it's a good stoppage or not? Saying that I had them both at 76 at the 8th round, I think that this fight, and then there's 2 parts to it. I think this fight could have continued. I think that Julian Williams still had a shot. He still had a great shot of winning the fight if he wouldn't have gotten stopped. Throughout the entire fight, Adames had Julian Williams. They both have each other, but most of the time, Adames had Williams cornered the exact same way, exact same thing happening. And Williams each time was able to get out of that. So why stop it this time? That was my whole deal. I mean, he was evading the punches. The punches wasn't landing flush. So do I think it was a great stoppage? I think that we could have kept it going. Oh, what's going on, baby girl? Global bye to the more. Hey, salute to you, salute to you, of course. I'm representing for my ADP Riptide always, man. Always. What's going on, EG, my journey? Blessings to you too, my brother. Blessings to you too, my brother. Yeah, I think that this fight could have continued, man. I don't see why the referee stopped it. Do I think it was a bad stoppage? Yes. Because of the situation happening over and over again, I think that Julian Williams showed us that he's able to overcome, those type of situations. And he's able to, once he overcomes it, during some of the round, we were able to see where he was able to come back and put Carlos Adames in a crunch. So, definitely bad stoppage. But nevertheless, I got to still give Carlos Adames a shout out because he handled his business. He did what he was supposed to do. He was able to come out victorious. He did his part. Now, the referee stopping it or the referee having a bad stoppage has nothing to do with Carlos Adames. Carlos Adames was throwing some heavy shots, man, throughout the fights. I mean, it looked like he was trying to take J-Rock head off. I mean, he come there to stop J-Rock, and he got his TKO in the ninth. Regardless of how he got his TKO, he aimed to do it, man, and he was able to get it. But like I said, man, it was an awesome fight. I take nothing from either fighter. I'm actually shouting out both fighters because of the way things went down. I mean, definitely don't think that Julian J-Rock Williams should hang his head down because I think he did a great job. I think he did a great job, and he shouldn't think about retiring right now, man. He's still a hell of a contender in the 160-pound division. This is only his second fight. It's a lot that can happen. He knows. If anybody knows that in the past, when everybody gave up on him in the super welterweight division, he was able to come back and become a champion. So this is the same shit here. You know what I'm saying? Don't hang your head up. Hang on in there. Khalil Branco, it was just Khalil Branco's night, man. It was Branco's night. You know what I'm saying? Carlos Adames, it was his night. And I like to see Carlos Adames challenge Jamal Charlo, after Jamal, fight with Canelo. If Jamal don't move up, I definitely think that Carlos Adames deserves a shot. And if Jamal moves up to fight Canelo, there you have it. What's his name? Freaking Demetrius Andre is still there. Demetrius Andre is still at 160. So there's a lot of fights at 160. He's definitely putting all the other fighters on 160 on notice. Let them all know that he's there. And he's putting a big impact on the 160 weight class division. In other news, man, there was another fight that went down tonight, man. I think it was a very great fight, and I enjoyed it. And believe it or not, another controversial stoppage. Erickson Lubin versus Luis Arias. I mean, Luis Arias, believe it or not, started off good. He looked like the fight was going his way. And he looked like he just gave up the momentum. And the youngster, man, Erickson Lubin, was able to come back and gain the momentum and was able to stop him. And I don't know exactly which round. I don't remember which round it was. But hit his ass with it looked like a right hook or something. Hit him right there in the temple. And the problem with Arias is he waited to get up in the count of 9. And the referees went ahead and stopped it. Remember, man, you got to get up You don't have to get up right away, bro, but you want to get up by 7 or 8. Whereas the referee don't stop the fight in that case, bro. So that stoppage. I would like to say it's also a bad stoppage, but hey, I think Arias did it to himself. He should have got up sooner. Not wait until freaking 9.5 and try to get up. Once you try to get up at 9.5, shit, the referee was like, you know what, fuck it. And he paid the ultimate price of that shit, bro. He paid the ultimate price, but another good fight. I mean, Erickson Lubin was victorious after he got his ass kicked about 14 months ago by the Tower and Inferno. I mean, he had to make some adjustments, bro. And he came back and he made a nice statement. So let's see what he does going from here. Like I said, let's see what he does going from here, man. He gotta, because we was always wondering about how his mental was gonna last and what he was gonna do after that, after that serious beating that he took back 14 months ago. What's going on with your car, Levy? But it's good to see him come back in the ring. I mean, he's still young. He still got a good freaking 8 or 9 years left in his career. So he can still make a hell of an impact in that particular weight class that he's in. So, I mean, I don't know what weight class it is. It looked like they fought at a catch rate. It wasn't at 154 shit. If you look at the weight, they both at 156, 155. So I don't know what weight class they fought at. It had to be the 160 because they both was clearly over 154. But it don't matter at this point. Arias did a good job. Like I said, he shouldn't have waited to get up so late, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. And it's okay to comment. I always, I go off your comments. But like I said, man, it was a good fight. Good to see Erickson Lubin come back and make a statement in his division. But back at the topic at hand, Khalil Bronco, he was able to defeat Julian J-Rock. The fight, the fight was stopped in the 9th round. Like I said, it was a great fight. But both fights, the co-main and the main event, both were stopped by the referee. These referees make it all about them. I guess I don't know the situation, but I just think that in both instances, both fighters could have kept it going. Could have kept fighting, but sometimes the referees make it about them and they stop the fight. But great win for Carlos Adame. Julian Williams, like I said, he did a great job, and it was good to see him back in the ring after a long layoff. Definitely, he needs to come back. I don't see what he should have to hang his head, because I think he did a hell of a job. I think the punishment that he was able to absorb, he tightened up on his defense, and he needs to just come back, man, and do what he do best. Believe it or not, there were some spots where he landed on Carlos Adame, and Carlos Adame's kind of folded a little bit. So, it was some spots where I was like, shit, it looked like J-Rock might stop Carlos Adame. The veteran was doing what he was supposed to do, but it just wasn't his night, so he's going to have to just go back to the drawing board and come back, and I think he's going to be all right. But tonight was Carlos Adame's night in that particular fight. And I say all that to say, man, thank everyone for their support. Thank everybody for checking me out. And it was a great night of boxing, man. Although both fights was ended by controversial stoppage by the referees. But at the end of the day, I think the right man did win the fight. I think the right man did win the fight. Because the punishment that he was delivering to Julian J-Rock Williams, I mean, the referee got tired of seeing that shit. I'll be honest with you. He just got tired of seeing it, because even though Julian J-Rock Williams didn't fold up, just to see a man get beat up like that round after round, just to absorb so much punishment round after round. Sometimes you do it for the betterment of that person, and just can't blame him. Just can't blame him. But it was, like I said, both fights, great fights. Like I said, 2 bad stoppages by the referees. Two controversial stoppages. Let's put it that way. I think both fights could have continued to go, but the referee done it. For whatever reason he had to do it. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. And with that being said, y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. It's BNboxing News.